Okay, so presenting your problem and providing some background for it. So for this particular research project, I'm interested in the wider issue of children's physical activity levels, and particularly the problems of encouraging children to be physically active and the number of children who are not physically active enough. So that's my kind of broad topic area. If I was doing this properly and submitting it for an assignment, I would then talk about various statistics and references that support this as being a critical problem within Australian society, and I might talk also about some of the key Australian health documents, such as the Preventative Health, Australian Strategy for Preventative Health 2009, and talk about how this emphasises physical activity as being a key component of preventative health work. So I'd say that's my sort of wide problem, and that's the generic background to it. Then what you'll need to do is to tailor down what that problem actually is. So again, for my project, my specific area of interest is looking at the home as an active living domain and seeing how the home influences children's physical activity levels. And within that, I've got two research questions, and I specifically would like to know how socio-cultural influences within the home influence children's physical activity levels, and I'd also like to know how the built environment, both within the home and around the home, interlinks with socio-cultural influences to either constrain or facilitate children's physical activity levels. So those are my two sort of core research questions that I'll be focusing on in this project. So as you can tell for this, I'm narrowing on two particular areas of the socio-ecological model. I'm looking at socio-cultural beliefs and socio-cultural influences, and also looking at the built environment, and the interlink between those two layers is what I'm interested in researching this topic. So that's just an example of sort of the information you need to get across. You need to think about how, as a group, how do you want to, once you've got your problem, how do you want to communicate that information to us? So you might want to do it as, say, all of you together talking about different bits. You might want to just nominate one person to do as I've done and just sort of talk you through. You might want to think about the setting if you're going to do a short video. You might actually want to do it in the community. So entirely up to you. The core thing is, from this part, we need to understand what your problem is, and also what your core research questions are that this project is going to investigate. So that's the main thing, to make sure you get those across, and give us a bit of background context as well. Where's this come from? Have you just dreamt it up out of your head, or is there sort of solid theoretical and academic evidence to support what you want to investigate?